What up, though, guys? You already know it's another DR2 production for you, exclusive with the one internationally known, okay? Roast Spit in the building. How you feeling?
I'm feeling amazing.
You look amazing.
Thank you.
Look, somebody told you earlier when we was walking in, getting ready to film, you should be a stylist. Was that something you walked into? Or that's just something, you know, your mom and dad or somebody say, you know what, young man, I want to put you on a suit or something?
No, I just throw on clothes for real. I'm comfortable in me. You know what I mean? But I think a lot of people see that and, you know, like, oh man, I want to kind of have that same kind of vibe. I just never thought to like get paid to do it.
I love that.
I just, you know, but maybe that's just another business I can.
Well, speaking of businesses and mustering up some things, you are one of the most prolific actors here at DR2. I saw your latest project. Tell them about it because, baby, I was ready to fight somebody.
Yeah, Loyalty Over Trust. It's my first real like lead role.
Yeah.
And it was just amazing. I dove like all the way into it. I tried to create this character and become that character, and kind of like even like the entire time that we were filming.
Yeah.
And you know, I knew that the baton was passed to me to like that level of trust, and I just didn't want to let anybody down. So.
Yeah, you didn't want to let yourself down either.
Yeah. Oh, I let myself down, but I just didn't want to let other people down. You know, I always think of other people first. You know what I mean? It's like the people like a Dennis, like a Sonya. You know, the people that kind of. I think Robin was
directing.
No, she wasn't directing, but she was kind of pivotal in like pointing me out to be that
Come
role,
on,
if I'm not mistaken. So just some like with that. You know, I'm like, I'll let myself down.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm not gonna let those people down.
And I love the fact that you talk about not letting them down based off of your first movie, your first opportunity on set and in production versus where you are now. Do you see that growth? How do you feel about who you started off being as an actor and who you are now?
I think it's going in order, right?
Okay.
All I ever wanted to do was get better every time out. Like every time. You know, if you look at it chronologically.
Okay, come on, that's the word. You better spell it. It's like, I'm just kidding.
But if you look at it like that, I want you to be able to see the growth.
Yes.
And say like, oh man, every time I see him, he gets better. You know.
And you know, most young men, that should be their desire, and young women, especially when they want to build their craft, right? And so you have built so many different crafts, not only from acting, but being a DJ, being a host, MC, being a fashion designer, and entrepreneur. How does all of that work?
It's just this umbrella of Roast Spit that I lock in, and I give each branch of it, I guess, if you want to call it a tree, I give each branch its time and its like the full dedication in that moment.
Absolutely.
And just kind of try to create the best thing I can do in that moment. And I just look at it as it's all art.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm an artist. So.
Yes, you're an artist, and he's sensitive about his stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, and being that you are an artist, how was it being able to balance personal life and your professional life? Because some men, they want the family, they want the money, cars, respect, all of that. How does that work together for you in that balance?
Not sleeping. I don't sleep a lot, which is not the greatest thing. But I just try not to slack at anything, and if I'm gonna miss out on something, it's gonna be sleep.
Okay. And
that's just how I do it. Like I get up at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning to take my daughter to school, and I just keep it running until I kind of like crash. You know what I mean? 2:30, 3 o'clock, sometimes 4 or 5 o'clock, depending on what I got going on.
Okay, you say if I don't work, we don't eat.
Yeah, for real.
And that's for real. And I love that hustle. That's that Detroit, Michigan hustle that we have. And you are not only a wonderful husband and father, but you have the ability to be a community leader. And you have had opportunities really to showcase, your love for your city and your community. When you look at Dennis Reed, what is it about his work ethic and your relationship that made you say, you know what, I want to join the team?
I think it's like, it's a, whatever. Like this, it's kind of like we move at the same. I don't want to say the same pace, but like it's a lot of the same qualities and like
the energy.
The energy, the vibe,
alignment.
like not taking less than.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like expecting more out of every person, even when sometimes like when the people around you, like whether it's your employees or your colleagues, a lot of times they feel like they're giving their all, but you know as a leader that they're not, and you just got to pull that out of them.
Yeah.
And I think Dennis, as far as like he's a genius at it. You know what I mean? It's I've been on set, like it was a time on Justice where Elle was kind of like frustrated and had a thought in her mind because you know it was her movie pretty much of how something was supposed to go.
Yeah.
And it's like he was pushing her button on purpose.
Yeah.
And she was kind of so frustrated and flustered that I don't think she even realized it. But it took it to a whole, and it was that scene where she basically came in and killed me at the end.
Made it intense.
Yeah, but it was like he took it from being good the first couple takes to being great and amazing. You know what I mean? And then he kind of was like, that's all I needed.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? It was like to sit back and watch it was like I was kind of in awe. And then of course she took it to that level when she pulled it off.
And you know, Dennis does a lot of different things on set when it comes to being silly, being serious. What are some of those moments where you sitting on set or you're part of production and you're like, I can't believe I'm doing this, or I can't believe I'm here, or I'm working with these people. What's going through your head during those times?
Literally that. Like to be honest, I'm trying to think of it was another movie. It might have been Justice. And it was a scene with me and Lee Master, and I was kind of like, man, this is him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we had been in table readings together, but when the camera was when it was like action, and I'm like, he's a legend.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like I've been watching him for years before I even know what DR2 was, what Dennis. I didn't even know his name, but I'm like, man, that's the bald head dude. That's me and everything, killing everything. But the dope thing about somebody like him, somebody like Ebony Tates, or like even I haven't really worked with Deb on the in front of the camera, but she's been behind the camera.
Directing.
But somebody like her is that they don't big dog you. You know what I mean? Like they don't like they're not like this big dog on top like I'm the master.
Yeah.
He's like, nah, man, like you killing it, bro. Keep going. Like I'm trying to be like you. It's
Giving
like,
that
nah,
energy.
bro, yeah. But it just makes you that more comfortable on set, and a big part of, for at least for me, but I know for a lot of people say a big part of acting is just being comfortable and being calm and getting those jitters and that anxiety out of the way.
Absolutely.
And it kind of opens up everything.
And being confident.
Yeah,
being able to display that confidence on screen. And when you think about like your daughter, when she looks at you, what does she say? My dad is a star. He be on movies and stuff. Does that make you feel good to especially to fathers that are pursuing their dreams as well?
Oh yeah. It makes me feel amazing. Because like the thing about kids is like you can never be cool enough. I'm like terrified of kids, man. Like I'm terrified of what they
tell you the truth.
They gonna tell you the truth, and it's like, I know I'm killing it. I know I'm doing this. I know I'm doing that. But kids just like they don't even care half the time, or they just gonna kind of say. But it's amazing to be like my oldest daughter's in college. You know what I mean? She just started college, and to say like, Dad, one of my, whether it's her roommate or just somebody she knows was watching your movie on Tubi, and you know what I mean? And they liked it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And then my youngest daughter is. I haven't really performed like rap wise in a long time, and she knows. They know what I've done and whatever. But she was like, "Wow, I saw you on stage rapping, Dad. You're pretty good." I'm like, thanks.
I love it.
I appreciate that.